I was going to say that Rolonda has done a lot of things.
Yes, she has,
right.
which has left Steve speechless, apparently.
Yes.
So we're talking about TV reporter, radio host, TV talk show host, actor, stand-up comedian.
That's what
the
I was
list
gonna
goes
say.
on and on and on.
Yeah. Now we
and
can
now
add author to the list. She has written her first book, Destiny Lingers, a romance inspired by characters and events in her life. Remember the red hair?
The red hair.
The Strand.
The Strand. That's right.
Was that real?
An investigative news reporter in New York City. She's chasing down every big story, not paying attention to her own life until she finds that long strand of red hair.
She comes home and on the pillow.
She wakes up and she notices this red hair on the pillow, on her husband's bed pillow. Only person she knows with bright red hair is her best friend.
Of course.
And that unravels the story of deceit. She has to negotiate a hostage situation, a bunch of other stuff.
She ends up on an island with a hostage situation, the old boyfriend, the police chief.
Well, the police chief she sees, and there's an uncanny familiarity. Come to find out, he's the little boy she was in love with but couldn't be with because of segregation.
Yes.
Time moves on and destiny lingers.
So it's like love the second time around.
Exactly. But it also resonates with so many of the issues we're talking about
Pardon me,
today.
I'm getting such a kick out of how you sell your book. Right. You're really good. Okay.
And it's endorsed by Dr. Maya Angelou.
Oh,
But you know what? I stand by the book because it's not just a great romance. It's also a story that resonates about race relations and
Let me
class
interrupt. We're
relations.
showing, you probably can't read it up on the screen, but
The
it was Maya
endorsement,
Angelou's
yeah.
endorsement.
Yes,
There, so it's
yes.
right there.
She
Yes.
said when she finished it, and she handed me the manuscript, she says, "I'm very angry with you."
Why?
And I said, "Why? Did I split a verb? I mean, what happened?" She said, "You finished it. I want this story to continue." So
That's
I'm
good stuff.
hoping that there will be a sequel.
What was the advice she gave you?
She said, "Don't you die with the story still in you." That our stories are so important. At the end of the day, that's all we have are our stories. And if a story can help change the world or change an opinion or move somebody in a way, then tell that story. You know, she was always such a big supporter of civil rights and equality and people loving everybody, the kumbaya. I
Right.
wanted to capture that and show a changing America, a changing time,
Well,
and
you
changing
have
love.
lived very publicly through tremendous changes. I want to go back to when you had your show, which was called, by the way, no ego involved here. What was the name of the show?
Rolonda.
Okay. So you had the show, and it had a nice little run there for 3, 4, 5 years.
4 years, yeah. 4 seasons.
And then it was over. But there's an interesting part of this story.
Ah, there you are.
This is daytime television. Daytime television at this point was beginning to turn, I think, for the worse.
Yeah,
Right?
it was such a tough time. Steve, you remember back in the day, I think there were 50 shows on the air, 30 came out, and people were doing whatever they could to
get attention. Yes.
To get attention. We were getting kids out of gangs. We were, saving children from suicide, talking about gay America, things that were very edgy but not salacious.
Right.
And then they started throwing chairs and throwing fists.
You know, say Jerry Springer, he would be the prime example of
Yes.
it. And I can even remember after his first season talking to Jerry Springer saying, well, from now on, I'm going to do a different kind of show.
That's right.
Because I had stuff to offer and give. He did it for a few weeks. The ratings
And the
tumbled
work went
a little
down.
bit. They went
Yeah.
right back.
That's
yeah.
right. Jerry couldn't get arrested. He couldn't catch a cold back
Yes.
then. And now look at him. I mean,
Sure.
he did fulfill his promise that he's making people a lot of money. It's like printing money.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to do that type of show. I
Right.
mean, Jerry's doing his thing, and I love Jerry. But that's not what I wanted to do with my craft and my gift and my
I also want to
my
mention
time.
that you did a show on Lifetime called
Attitudes with your girl. I had her first, Dorothy Lucy.
That's right.
Dorothy and I were actually reporters at Eyewitness News in New York before we did Attitudes on a little network that was just starting out called Lifetime TV.
It wasn't
Wow.
Lifetime as we know Lifetime now.
That's right.
But, okay.
Wait a minute, and you do stand up?
I do stand up.
So I think we have a clip of you talking about dating younger guys.
Oh, the
Okay.
cougarlicious ways.
Let's run it.
You know you're in trouble when you have blouses older than your boyfriend. And another way you know you're in trouble is when they move into your house and the first thing they do is change their Facebook status to retired. I went to my girlfriend, I said, girl, I think that man was after me just for my money. She said, no.
I like you even have the comedians relax
Yeah.
on the mic stand. Look, that was very cool.
Selling it,
All right.
selling
Anyway,
it.
the name of the book is called
Destiny
Lingers.
Lingers.
Right.
Rolonda is going to be at the main room at the Comedy Store
That's right.
When is that?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
at
night.
8 o'clock show. Go and get your tickets now.
Okay.
And then on Friday, I'm going to be at the Comedy Union. So get
All
your
right.
tickets for that
And
as well.
Saturday night, you'll be in San Jose at Cuddles. Thank you very much for being
Thank
with us.
you. You know I
Okay.
love
Thank
you
you.
guys. I'm a
Thank you.
big fan. You're my best friends in my head every morning.
Oh, good.